Page 1 of 2. Search for Google folder. Folder opened. Edit. West. Home. Folder. Home. Progress bar. Web view. 21%. 22%. Home. Ment clear room. Web view. 100%. Yay. In list. 8 items. Menu. Yay. In list. Progress bar. 20%. Clear room. Web client. Ment clear room. Web view. 100%. Net game. Over. Connecting. Play.salient.net 443. Connection established. Connecting. Play. Action. Start. Set. Start. This game is played with. Set. Remove a bot. Right up has joined the table. Start the game. Roll 6 dice. Roll 2 dice. Single 1 for 10 points. Button. The game starts. You must have at least 100 points to enter and at least 50 points to bang. The victory is fixed to 5,000 points. It's your turn. You roll the dice. 2, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6. You take 3, 4 for 40 points. You take single 5 for 5 points. Shooting star underscore HQ has joined the table. You roll. Table menu. Stop the game. Yes. Single 1 for 10 game.
Tanga.
Shooting star underscore HQ has left the table. The table is now open.
Ay, naku.
Start. Set game options. Start the game. Roll 6 dice. Single 1 for 10. Roll 3 dice. Game. History, game. Right click rolls the dice. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 6. Right click takes single 1 for 10 points. Right click rolls the dice. Roll 6 dice. Button. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 1, 1, 3, 4, 4, 6. You take single 1 for 10 points. You take roll 6 dice. Game. Over. Right click rolls the dice. 4, 4, that's it. When one wants too much, one finally ends up being sparkled. 80 points have been lost in this turn. It's your roll 6 dice. Button. Right click rolls the dice. 3, 4, 4, 6. There is no winning combination in this roll. Single 5 for 5. Roll 5. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. You take single 5 for 5 points. You roll the dice. 1, 1, 1, 3, 5. You take 3, 1 for 75 points. You take single 5 for 5 points. You roll the dice. 2, that's it. When one wants too much, one roll 6. Single 1 for single 5. Single 5. Game. Over. Right click rolls the dice. 2, 6, that's a sparkle. 35 points have been lost in this turn. It's your turn. You roll the dice. 1, 3, 3, 5, 6, 6. You take single 1 for 10 points. You take single 5 for 5 points. You roll the dice. 3, 4, 4, 5. You take single 5 for 5 points. You roll the dice. 3, 4, 6, that's it. When one wants too much, one finally ends up being sparkled. 20 points have been lost in this turn. Rolls. Single 5 for. Game. Over. Right click rolls the dice. Please roll 6 dice. Single 1 for 10. Single 1 for 10. Roll 2 dice. But, and 30. Roll. Single 1 for. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 1, 2. You take single 1 for 10 points. You roll the dice. 6 that's it. When one wants too much, one finally ends up being roll 6 dice. Roll 3 history game. History. Game. Roll. Single 1. Single. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 1, 2, 6. You take single 1 for 10 points. You roll the dice. 1, 6, roll 6. Right click roll single 5 for 5. Roll 4 dice. Single 1. Single 1 for single 5 for 5. Game. Over. You take single 5 for 5 points. You roll the dice. 1, 1, 3, 5. You take single 1 for 10 points. You take single 1 for 10 points. You roll. Single 1 for. Game. Over. Right click rolls the dice. 2, 3, 3, 4, 6. There is no winning combination in this roll. The 210 points accumulated in this turn are lost. It's your turn. You roll the dice. 1, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. You take single 1 for 10 points. You take single 5 for 5. Roll 6 dice. Button. Right click rolls the dice. 3. Small straight for 1. Single 1 for 10 points. Roll 6 dice. 3, 6 for 60. Single 1 for. Roll 2 dice. And. Game. Over. And 180 points for his turn. Your total score is now 180 points. It's Right Duck's turn. Right Duck rolls the dice. 1, 1, 3, 4, 4, 5. Right Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Right Duck rolls the. Single 1 for single 5. Single 5 for roll 2 dice. And 30 points. Roll. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 3, 6, that's a sparkle. 30 points have been lost in this turn. It's Right Duck. Single 5 for. Single 1. Single. Roll 2 dice. Game. Over. Right Duck rolls the dice. 1, 2, 5, 5, 5. Right Duck takes 3, 5 for 50 points. Right Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Right Duck next step rolls it. Single 1 for roll. 3, 5. Roll 2 dice. And game. Over. And 60 points for this turn. Your total score is now 240 points. It's Right Duck's turn. Right Duck rolls the dice. 1, 2, 2, 4, 5, 6. Right Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Right Duck rolls the dice. 1, 2, 4, 6, 6. Right Duck takes single 1 for 10. Roll 6 dice. Smalls. Single 1 for 10. Roll 6 dice. 4, 2 for 1. Roll 2 dice. Button. Game. Over. And 230 points for his turn. Your total score is now 470 points. Hit roll 6 dice. Single. Single 5 for roll 3 dice. Single 5 for roll 2 dice. Game. Over. History. Edit box. Chat. Right click roll history. Game. Over. Roll 6 dice. Single 1 for. Single. Roll 4 dice. Single 1 for. History. Game. Actions. History. Edit 2. Recent apps. Close. Button. YouTube. Close all. Button. Home. Close. Button. Home. Oh. YouTube. Folder close. Weather. Sir. Google. Help. Google folder. Message. Info. App. Front. Weather. 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 Front. Apps. Button. Double tap to open app tray. Info. Message. Google folder. Wait. Google. Folder open. Google. Page 2. Home. Home. Progress 70%. Clear room web client. Settings clear room. Web view. 100%. Net game. Single 1 for. Single 5 for. Game. Over. Connected. Play.sales.net colon 443. Connection established. No out. Roll 6 dice. 4. Single 1 for. Roll 1 dice. Game. Over. You bank 160 points for the roll 6. Roll 6 dice. Game. Over. Light duck rolls the dice. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Light duck takes small straight for 100. Rolls. Roll 6 dice. Single 5 for 5. 3, 3. Single 1 for. Single 5 for. Rolls. 3, 3 for. Single 1 for 10. Roll 2 dice. Game. Over. You bank 290 points for this turn. Your total score is now 920 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1, 3, roll 6. 3. Roll 2 dice. Button. Bank 50 points for this. Roll. Game. Over. You bank 50 points for this turn. Your total. 3, 1 for 7. Roll 3 dice. Game. Over. You bank 75 points for this turn. Your total score is now 1045 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 2, 2, 2, 3, 6. Light Duck takes 3, 2 for 10. Roll. Single 1 for. Single 1. Single. Roll 2 dice. Bank 40 points for. Roll. Single 1 for 10 points. Roll 1 dice. Bank. Game. Over. You bank 50 points for this turn. Your total score is now 1095 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Roll. 3, 6. Roll 2 dice. Bank. Game. Over. You bank 65 points for this. Roll 6. 3. Roll 6 dice. 3, 3 for 30. Single 5 for. Single 5 for. Roll 1 dice. Bank. Game. Over. You bank 190 points for this turn. Your total score is now 1350 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1, 2, 4, 4, 5. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1, 2, 3, 6. Light roll 6 dice. Single. Single 5. Single 1. Roll 1 dice. Bank 35 points. Roll. Game. Over. You roll the dice. 6 matches. Roll 6 dice. 3, 3 for. Single 1 for. Roll 1 dice. Bank 50 points. Roll 1. Game. Over. You bank 50 points for this turn. Your total score is now 1400 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1, 3, 5, 5, 6, 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10. Roll 6 dice. 3, 4 for single 1 for 10. Roll 2 dice. Bank. Game. Over. You bank 50 points for this turn. Your total score is now 1450 points. It's Light Duck. Roll 6. Game. Over. Light Duck rolls the dice. 2, 3, 6. That's a fargo. 20 points have been lost in this turn. It's your turn. You roll the dice. 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5. You take 4, 3 for 130 points. You take roll 6 dice. 4, 3 for roll 2 dice. But. Bank. Game. Over. You bank 130 points for this. Roll 6 dice. Button. Single 1 for 10. Single 5 for. Roll 3 dice. Single 5. Single 5. Roll 1 dice. Bank 30 points for this turn. Roll 1 dice. Single 1. Single 1 for 10. Single 5 for. Single 5 for. Roll 2 dice. Bank 7. Game. Over. You bank 70 points for this turn. Roll 6 dice. Button. Light up. 3, 1 for 7. Single 5 for. Roll 2 dice. Bank 80 points. Game. Over. You bank 80 points for this turn. Your total score is now 1730 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Roll 6 dice. Button. 4, 2 for 1. Roll 2 dice. Bank. Game. Over. You bank 120 points for this turn. Your total score is now 1850 points. It's Light roll 6 dice. Button. Single 1 for. Roll 4. 3, 3 for 3. Roll 1 dice. Bank 50 points for this turn. Game. Over. You bank 50 points for this turn. Your total score is now 1900 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. Light Duck takes single 5 for 5 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1, 1, 2, 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. Roll 6. Small straight for single 5 for 5. Roll 6 dice. 3, 6 for 6. Single 5. Single 5. Roll 1 dice. Bank 1. Game. Over. You bank 175 points for this turn. Your total score is now 2075 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1, 2, 4, 4, 5, 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Roll 6 dice. Button. Light Duck roll. 4, 6 for. Roll 1 dice. Bank 1. Game. Over. And 165 points for this turn. Your total score is now 2240 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 roll 6 dice. Button. 3 for 3, single 1 for 10. Single 5 for 5. Single 1 for, single 5 for 5 points. Button. You take single 5 for 5 points. You roll the die. Roll. Single 5 for all 3 dice. Next. Game. Over. You bank 70 points for this turn. Your total score is now 23 10 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Roll 6 dice. Button. Light. Single 1 for 6. Single 1. Single 5 for all 2 dice. Bank. You have not accumulated enough points to bank. You must bank at least 50 points. Hold. Single 1 for 10. Roll 1 dice. Game. Over. You take single 1 for 10 points. You roll the dice. 4 exit. When 1 wants too much, 1 finally ends up being fargled. 45 points have been lost in this turn. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls. 3 4 for 4. Single 5 for. Roll 2 dice. Game. Over. Light Duck rolls the dice. 2 4 6 exit. When 1 wants too much, 1 finally ends up being fargled. 3 1 for 7. Single 5 for 5. Roll 2 dice. Game. Over. You bank 80 points for this turn. Your total score is now 2390 points. It's Light Duck's turn. 4 5 for 1 done. Roll 2 dice. Button. Light Duck rolls the dice. 2 3 3 6 6 exit. When 1 wants too much, 1 5. Whose turn is it? How many points are accumulated? Roll the dice. Is the
Nangyari.
game. Headed 2. Roll. Bank 150 points for. Game. Over. Bank 150 points for this. Roll 6 dice. Button. Light Duck rolls the dice. 2 4 5 5 5 5. Light Duck takes score 5 for 150 points. Light Duck banks 150 points for this turn. Charging started battery level 54%. Bank 0. Game. Headed 2. Roll 6 dice. Roll 6 dice. Single 5 for 5. Roll. Single 1 for 10. Single 5 for 5. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 6 6 that's a fargle. 30 points have been lost in this turn. It's like roll 6 dice. 10%. 100%. 70%. Home. Mentix clear room. 100%. Go to home. Mentix clear room. Go to content. Mentix. Play. Progress bar. 70%. Clear room left client. Mentix clear room. Left view. 100%. Roll 6 dice. Single 1 for 10. Roll 3. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 1 2 4 4 5 5. You take single 1 for 10 points. You take roll 6 dice. Button. Light Duck. Single 1. Single 5. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 1 1 3 5 5 6. You take single 1 for 10 points. You take roll 6 dice. 3 6 for single 5 for 5. Single 5 for. Roll 1 dice. Bank. Game. Over. You bank 70 points for this turn. Your total score is now 26 10 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 2 2 3 3 6 rolls. Rolls to roll 1 dice. Bank. Game. Over. You bank 100 points for this turn. Roll 6 dice. Single 1 for all 5. Single 1 for. Roll 3. Single 1. Roll 2 dice. Bank 35 points. Roll. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 2 6. There is no winning combination in this roll. The 35 points accumulated in this turn are lost. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls. 3 4 for 40 points. Button. Single 1 for. Single 5 for 5. Roll 1 dice. Bank 55 points. Game. Over. You bank 55 points for this turn. Your total score is now 2765 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 2 2 3 5 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 3 4 5 5 6. Light Duck takes single 5 for 5 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 2 5 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Roll 6 dice. Button. Single 1 for 6. Single 1 for. Single 5 for 5 points. Roll 1 dice. Bank 40 points for this turn. Roll 1. Single 1 for 10. Roll 6 dice. Score 4 for 1. Single 1 for 10. Single 5 for. Roll 6 dice. 4 2 for 1 done. Single 5 for. Roll 1 dice. Bank. Game. Over. You bank 330 points for this turn. Your total score is now 3095 points. Then roll 6 dice. Button. Single 5. Single. Roll 4 dice. Single 1. Single 5. Roll 1 dice. Bank 30 points for this. Roll. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 6 no chance. 30 points fly away. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck. 3 5 for. Roll 3 dice. Game. Over. You bank 50 points for this turn. Your total score is now 3145 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 1 2 4 6. Roll 6 dice. Button. Light Duck. Single 5. Single 5. Roll 4 dice. Single 5. Single 1. Single 5 for. Roll 1 dice. Bank 30 points. Roll. Single 5. Roll 6 dice. Roll 6. Single 1 for. Single 5. Roll 3 dice. Game. Over. You bank 210 points for this turn. Your total score is now 3355 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 2 3 3 4 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls. 3 5 for all 3 dice. Button. Game. Over. You bank 50 points for this turn. Your total score is now 3405 points. It's light duck's turn. Light duck rolls the dice. 156666. Light duck takes 46 for 160 points. Rolls 35 for single 1 for 10 points. Roll 2 dice. Thanks. Game. Over. You bank 60 points for this turn. Your total score is now 3465 points. It's light rolls 36 single 1 for 10 points. Single 5 for 5. Roll 1 dice. Game. Over. You bank 75 points for this turn. Your total score is now 3540 points. It's light duck's turn. Light duck rolls the dice. 1 2 3 roll 6 dice. 3 5 for 5 roll 3 dice. Button. Bank 50 points. History game actions. Recent apps. Close. Button. Home. Application. Close all. Button. YouTube. YouTube. Change the default folder color. Notification. 9. If it's meant. Add. Data. Select. 9. Notification. YouTube. Library. Create. Button.
Bakit ganun?
Create. Close. Upload. No live. Button. YouTube. Untitled on top. Untitled on bottom. Word stream interrupted on top. Untitled on end. Button. Zoom. Button. YouTube. Untitled on top. Untitled on bottom. YouTube will start capturing everything that's displayed on your screen. Touch. Cancel. Start now. Button. System UI. Untitled on. Cancel. Button. You're about to end an ongoing. Cancel. Button. Double tap to activate. Home screen. Weather. Double tap and hold. Your front facing camera view. Your front. Recent apps. YouTube. Home. Home. History. Bank 50 points. Roll 3 dice. Game. Over. You bank 50 points for this turn. Your total score is now 3590 points. It's light duck's turn. Light duck rolls the dice. 3 3 3 5 6 roll 6 dice. Button. Single 5 for 5 points. Button. Roll the dice. Roll 4 dice. Button. Single 1 for 10 points. Button. Roll 3 dice. Button. You take single 1. Single 5 for. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 3 4 5 roll 6. Single 1 for 10. Roll 5. Single 5 for single 5. Roll 3 dice. Roll 2 dice. Bank 25 points for this. Roll 2 dice. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 2 6. There is no winning combination in this roll. The 25 points accumulated in this turn are lost. It's light duck's turn. Light duck roll. 3 1 for 7. Single 5 for 5 points. Single 5 for 5 points. Roll 1 dice. And 85 points for this turn. Button. Roll. And 85. Game. Over. And 85 points for this turn. Roll 6 dice. Single 1 for 10. Single 1 for 10. Single 5. Roll 2 dice. Single 1 for. Roll 1 dice. Game. Over. You take single 1 for 10 points. You roll the dice. 6. There is no winning combination in this roll. Single 1 for 10. Single 5 for 5. Roll 3 dice. Game. Over. You take single 5 for 5 points. You take single 5 for 5 points. You roll the dice. 3 4 6. That's a Fargo. 20 points token lost in this turn. It's light duck's turn. Light duck rolls the dice. 1 3 4 4 5 6. Light duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Rolls. Single 5 for single 5. Roll 4 dice. Single 5. Roll 3 dice. Button. Light duck. Single 5 for 5 points. Single 5 for 5. Roll 1 dice. Button. And 25 points. Roll 1 dice. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 2 extra. Small straight for single 5 for 5. Single 1 for. Single 5 for. Roll 3 dice. Button. And 125. Game. Over. And 125 points for this turn. Your total score is now 3800 points. 3 3 for 30. Single 1. Roll 1 dice. And 45 points for. Roll. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 6 that's a Fargo. 45 points token lost in this turn. It's light duck's turn. Light duck rolls the dice. 1 3 3 4 5 6. Light duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light duck rolls the dice. 1 2 4 5 5. Light duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light duck rolls the dice. 1 3 3 5. Light duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light duck rolls the dice. Roll 6. Single. Roll 4 dice. Single 5. Single 5 for 5 points. Button. Light duck rolls the dice. 3 3 3 4 5. Roll 3 dice. Single 5 for. Roll 2 dice. And game. And 30 points. Roll 2 dice. Single 5. Roll 1 dice. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 3 5. You take single 5 for 5 points. You roll the dice. 6. There is no winning combination in this roll. The 35 points accumulated in this turn are lost. It's light duck's turn. Light duck rolls the dice. 1 1 2 2 2 6. Light duck takes 3 2 for 20 points. Light duck rolls the dice. 1 1 5. Single 1 for 10. Single 5 for 5. Single 5. Single 5 for 5. Roll 1 dice. And 35. Roll 1. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 3. There is no winning combination in this roll. The 35 points accumulated in this turn are. Large straight for 2 done. Roll 6 dice. 3 6 for 6. Single 1 for. Roll 2 dice. And. Game. Over. You bank 270 points for this turn. Your total score is now 4070 points. It's light roll 6. Single 5 for single. Roll 2 dice. Single 1 for. Roll 1 dice. Game. Over. Light the rolls the dice. 1 4 5. Light the page single 1 for 10 points. Light the page single 5 for 5 points. Light the next 65 points for his turn. For a total score of 4705 points. It's your turn. You roll the dice. 1 1. Single 1 for 10. Single 5 for 5. Single 1 for 10. Roll. Game. Over. Light the rolls the dice. 2 3 4 6 6. No chance. 65 points fly away. It's your turn. You roll the dice. 1 2 3 3 5 5. You take single 1 for 10 points. You take single 5 for 5 points. You take single 5 for 5 points. You roll the dice. 1 3 3. You take single 1 for 10 points. You roll the dice. 2 4. That's a sparkle. 30 points have been lost in this turn. It's light up's turn. Single 1 for 10. Roll 4 dice. Single 1 for. Single 1 for 10. Roll 2 dice. And 35. Roll. Single 1 for 10. Roll 1 dice. Single 1 for 10. Single 5. Roll 5 dice. Single 5. Single 5. Roll 3 dice. Button. You take single 5 for 5 points. Bank 70 points. Game. Over. You bank 70 points for this turn. Your total score is now 4140 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 3 3 4 5 5. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. Mark straight for 2. Roll 6. 4 4 for 1. Roll 2 dice. Bank. Game. Over. You bank 340 points for this turn. Your total score is now 4480 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 3 3 4 4 5 6. Light Duck takes single 5 for 5 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 2 2 5 5 6. Light Duck takes 6. 6. Roll. 4 1 for 1. Roll 1 dice. Bank. Game. Over. You bank 115 points for this turn. Your total score is now 4595 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 2 4 4 6 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Single 1. Single 5 for 5. Single 5. Single 5 for 5. Roll 1 dice. And 35 points. Roll 1. Single 1. Roll 6 dice. Single 1 for 10. Single 1 for 10. Single 5. Single 5 for 5. Roll 2 dice. And 75 points for this. Game. Over. You bank 75 points for this turn. Your total score is now 4670 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 1 3 4 5 5. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 2 2 5 6 6. Light Duck takes single 5. Roll 6. 3. Single 1 for 10. Roll 2 dice. And 30 points for this turn. Roll 2. Single 5. Roll 1 dice. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 2 5. You take single 5 for 5 points. You roll the dice. 2 no chance. 35 points fly away. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck roll the dice. 1 1 2 3 5 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. Roll 6 dice. Single 1 for 10. Single 5. Roll 4 dice. Single 5. Roll 3 dice. Single 1. Single 5. Roll 1 dice. And 35 points. You have not a roll 1 dice. Single 5. Roll 6 dice. Single 1 for 10. Single 5 for 5. Roll 4 dice. Single 1. Roll 3 dice. Single 1 for 10 points. Button. Roll the dice. 1 3 4 6. You take 6. Roll 3 dice. Single 1 for. Roll 2 dice. And. Game. Over. You bank 75 points for this turn. Your total score is now 4745 points. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 2 2 4 5 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 1 2 2 3. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 4 5 5 6. Light Duck takes single 5 for 5 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 5 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10. Roll 6. Single 1 for 10 points. Single 1. Single 1 for 10 points. Single 5 for. Roll 2 dice. And 35. Roll 2. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 2 4. There is no winning combination in this roll. The 35 points accumulated in this turn are lost. It's Light Duck's turn. Light Duck rolls the dice. 1 2 4 4 5 6. Light Duck takes single 1 for 10 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. 3 3 3 4 4. Light Duck takes 3 3 for 30 points. Light Duck rolls the dice. Roll 6 dice. Roll 1 dice. Game. Over. Roll the dice. 2 3 4 5 6 6. You take small straight for 100 points. You roll the dice. 2 notes. Light Duck. You have left the table of 1,000 miles. Start the game. Set the add a move about. Light Duck has left the table. Pick a player. Add a player. Pick a player. Button. Double tap to activate. Pick a player. Game. Create a new table. Button. Choose a player to pick. Command Lember has just created a new table of 1,000 miles. No Milliak has join the table. Button. Create a new table. 1,000 miles. Create a new table. Button. Action. Start the game. Button. Set game options. Individual game. Button. Game. Yes. Button. Reshuffle the jump card pile when the deck has run out of. Game. Yes. Button. Use extended non-standard. No. Game. No. Button. Now. Yes. No. Game. Yes. Button. Game. 5,000. Edit box. Showing dial keyboard. Go. Home. Button. Connection is secure. Save. Look. Clear web client. Application. Recent apps. Pose. Button. Home. Pose. YouTube. Home screen. Weather. Front. Apps. Button. Double. Internet. Messages. Home. Double. Play Store. 7 new items. Google folder. 9 new items. Play Store. Google folder. Folder open. 8. Home. Gmail. Home. Home. Progress bar. Web view. 20%. 70%. Clearroom web client. Settings Clearroom. Web view. 100%. Game. Over. Connecting. Play.salem.net 443. Connection established. Connecting. Play.salem.net 443. Connection established. Action. Set. Add about. Button. You already was over set. Start the game. You can't play alone. Add about. Button. Alligator has joined the table. Start. Yes. Button. Do you wish to play with the default options? Oh. Button. Double to act. Game. Yes. Button. Reshuffle the jump card file when the deck does not. Game. Yes. Game. Yes. Button. Music. Oh. But. Game. Oh. Button. Yes. Oh. Button. Double. Game. Yes. Button. Set a score limit. Game. 5,000. Game. Layout. Button. Double tap to activate. Salem. To open tabs. Tap the history. Game. X. 1. Script. Green. Game. Draw a card. Red light. Button. Green light. Red light. Button. You play a green light card. It's Alligator's turn. Draw a card. End of speed limit. Red. Reparation. 100 miles. Button. You play a reparation card. It's Alligator. Draw. 75 miles. Button. Draw a card. Double tap to activate. End of 75 miles. Button. Double tap to activate. Game. Action. New general game. Draw. Draw card. Button. Game. 75. Yes. 75 end of speed limit. Button. You sure you want to jump that card? You jump the 75 miles card. It's Alligator's game. Draw. 75 miles. And spare tire. But red light. End of speed limit. Button. You play a red light card against Alligator. It's Alligator. Game. Draw. 75 miles. 7 and spare 100 miles. 100 miles. Accident. Button. 100 miles. Button. You play an accident card against Alligator. It's Alligator's turn. And game. Draw. Spare tire. Button. 75 miles. But end of speed limit. 75 miles. Button. You play an end of speed limit card. It's Alligator's turn. Game. Action. Draw. End of speed limit. Button. Spare tire. Yes. Oh. Spare. 75. 75 spare tire. Button. And draw card. Gas. Button. Draw card. And spare. 75 miles. Spare tire. Button. Yeah. Spare tire. 75 miles. Spare. And game. Action. Draw card. Button. Green light. Button. Alligator draws a card. Alligator jumps to end of speed limit card. Gas. Button. End of speed limit. Spare tire. Button. 7. Spare. End of. Green light. Game. Green. And spare. 75 miles. Yes. 75 spare tire. And green. Game. Draw card. Button. Alligator. Green light. Button. Green light. Game. Draw card. Button. Speed limit. Button. Green light. Game. Draw card. Button. Extra tank. Button. 50 miles. Button. End of speed limit. Gas. Yes. Gas. Green light. Button. You sure you want to jump that card? You jump the gas card. 25 miles. 25 50 miles. Draw card. Button. Green light. Button. 50 miles. Button. You play a green light card. It's Alligator's turn. Alligator. Action. Draw. Out of gas. 50 miles. History. Game. 100 miles. 100 miles. Button. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 100 miles. It's Alligator's turn. Alligator. Game. Action. Draw. 200 miles. Out of gas. Button. You play a 200 miles card. You are now at 300. Game. Draw card. Button. New general game. Draw card. Reparation. Button. 50 miles. Button. Button. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 300. Action. Green light. Out of gas. Green light. End of speed limit. Spare tire. But 100 miles. Spare tire. Button. Display 100 miles card. You are now at 450 miles. It's Alligator's turn. Alligator draws a card. Alligator jumps a gas card. It's your turn. Game. Out of action. 100 miles. Green light. Button. Display 100 miles card. You are now at 550 miles. Right. Spare tire. Button. Draw a card. Green light. Reparation. Out of gas. Green light. End of speed limit. Spare tire. Game. Yes. Spare tire. End of speed limit. Green. Spare. Action. 25 miles. Spare tire. Button. Play a 25 miles card. You are now at 575 miles. It's Alligator's turn. Alligator draws a card. Alligator jumps to 75. Green light. Spare tire. Game. Action. Draw a card. 50 miles. Spare tire. Button. Play a 50 miles card. You are now at 625. Game. Draw. 100 miles. Button. Spare tire. Button. Play 100 miles card. You are now at 725 miles. Game. Action. Draw. 25 miles. Spare tire. Button. Play a 25 miles card. You are now at 750 miles. It's out. Charging stop battery level 6%. Battery power 6%. Charge your device or tap here to turn on power saving mode. Charging started battery level 6%. Game. Action. Draw a card. Spare tire. Button. Green. Out of gas. Reparation. Green light. Button. Play a reparation card. It's Alligator's turn. Game. Action. End of speed. Spare tire. Green light. Spare tire. Button. Play a green light card. Play a green light card. It's Alligator's turn. Alligator draws a card. Alligator. Action. Draw. 100 miles. End of speed limit. Button. Play a 100 miles card. You are now at 850 miles. Reparation. Button. Draw a card. Double tap to activate. Game. Action. Draw. New general. Game. End of speed. Spare tire. Out of gas. Green light. Button. Out of gas. Yes. Button. Out of spare tire. Button. Spare tire. End of speed limit. Spare tire. Button. End of speed. Game. Action. Draw. New general. Milliard. 850 miles. Extra tank. Alligator. 0. Draw. Action. Game. End of spare tire. Out of gas. Button. Yes. Out of gas. Spare tire. Button. You sure you want to jump that card? You jump out of gas card. It's Alligator's. 25 miles. Reparation. Button. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 870. Red light. Button. Yes. Red light. Reparation. Draw a card. 100 miles. Button. Alligator draws a card. Alligator laser. Reparation. Button. You play a 100 miles card. 75 miles. Green light. Button. End of speed. End of speed. Reparation. 70. Yes. 75 miles. Reparation. Draw a card. 50 miles. Yes. 50 miles. Reparation. Draw a card. Button. 100 miles. 100 miles. Reparation. Draw a card. Button. 50 miles. Yes. 50 miles. Reparation. Draw a card. Button. Speed limit. Button. Yes. Speed limit. Reparation. Draw a card. Button. Green light. Green light. Reparation. Draw a card. Red light. Button. Yes. No. Red. End of. Spare tire. End of. Reparation. Actions. Draw a card. Extra boost. Button. Draw. 100 miles. Red. Green. End of. Green. Spare tire. Red. Action. Draw. Gas. Button. 100 miles. Button. Yeah, 100 miles. Gas. Draw a card. Button. Draw a card. Button. 50 miles. Yeah. 50 miles. Gas. Draw a card. Reparation. Button. Alligator draws a card. New general. Milliard. 975. Reparation. Gas. Button. Red light. Reparation. Button. Spare tire. Button. Yes. Spare tire. Reparation. Draw a card. Button. 50 miles. 50 miles. Reparation. Draw a card. On the gas. Reparation. Button. Clear on the gas card. Draw a card. Green light. Button. Green light. Draw a card. Button. End of speed limit. Yeah, end of speed limit. Drive hard. Button. 75 miles. 75 miles. Drive hard. Button. Speed limit. Speed limit. Preparation. Drive hard. Button. Elevator. Green light. Button. Elevator closet. New general. No lock. 975 miles. Puncture roof. Extra tank. Elevator. Lock. Green. S. Red light. Preparation. Red. S. Button. Yes. Button. Are you sure you want to jump that hard? Double. O. F. Preparation. Red light. Yes. But. O. Red. S. But. S. Preparation. Lock. Green light. Button. Elevator closet hard. Green light. But. Preparation. Red light. Preparation. Button. Red light. Red light. Preparation. Aim. Over. Action. Lock. Green light. Button. Green light. Green light. Lock hard. Button. Do your current state. No lock. Who's playing? But. Who's Scores Poland elevator. 1500. No lock. 1175. The victory is fixed to 5,000 points. Green light. Button. Round number 2. No lock. Shuffle the cards and deal 6 to each player. It's elevator's turn. Double tap to action. Red. And speed. 25 miles. Speed. And 50. Red light. Green light. Red light. Button. You play a green light card. It's elevator's turn. Red. S. Button. 25. S. Drive hard. Button. End of speed limit. End of speed limit. 50 miles. Red. 50 miles. End of speed limit. Actions. Drive hard. 75 miles. End of speed limit. Button. Play 75 miles hard. Drive hard. Puncture proof. Action. Drive. Green light. Button. Drive hard. S. Speed. S. End of speed. Actions. Drive hard. Preparation. Green light. Preparation. Button. Play a green light car. 6. Action. Drive. 50 miles. Preparation. 50 miles. Drive hard. Green light. Button. 50 miles. Drive hard. Button. 75 miles. 50 miles. End of speed limit. Red light. Button. 50 miles. 75 miles. 50 miles. Button. You play a 75 miles car. You are now 200. Drive. Green light. Button. End of speed. Red. Speed limit. Button. Red. Green light. Red. Speed limit. Speed limit. End of speed. Green. A. Drive. 50 miles. 50 miles. Green light. Drive hard. Button. 25 miles. Yes. 25 miles. Green light. Drive hard. Extra tank. 25. 50 miles. Green. 25 miles. Button. Play a green light car. It's elevator turn. Elevator closet. 100 miles. 20. End of speed limit. Red light. Green light. Red light. Button. Play a green light card. It's elevator turn. Elevator closet. 25 miles. 25 miles. 100. Drive hard. Elevator. 75 miles. Button. End of speed limit. Red. End of speed limit. Button. Red light. Yes. Red light. End of speed. Actions. Drive hard. Green light. Button. Drive. 75 miles. Button. Play a green light card. It's elevator turn. Drive. 200 miles. 75 miles. Button. Play a 200 miles card. You are. Drive. 200 miles. 75 miles. Button. Play a 200. Notice. A. And. 1. A. 100 miles. 75 miles. Button. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 720. Drive. End of. Drive card. Elevator closet card. S. Button. 25. 50 miles. End of speed limit. End of speed limit. Yes. End of speed limit. End of speed. 1. Gas. Gate. Actions. Drive car. S. Button. Dot. Button. S. Log art. 50 miles. Button. Elevator. New general game state. Million. 800 miles. Stop. Puncture proof. Extra tank. Elevator. Log. S. End of speed. S. Yes. S. Button. Log art. Button. Green light. Button. 50 miles. Log art. Button. Preparation. 50 miles. Preparation. Button. You play a 50 miles part. You are now at 850 miles. A action log. 75. End of speed. 100 miles. End of speed limit. 70. 25 miles. 100 miles. Button. You play a 25 miles part. You are. Action log. 100 miles. End of speed. 75 miles. Button. You play a action. Log. Speed limit. 100. 100 miles. 50 miles. End of speed. 50. 100 miles. Speed limit. Yes. Speed limit. 100. Log card. Elevator draws a card. End of speed limit. But 100. Log card. Button. Elevator draws a card. Preparation. Button. Elevator draws a card. Yes. No. Preparation. Log. New general game state. Million. 875 miles. Stop. Puncture proof. Extra tank. Elevator. 950 miles. Right of. Log. Game. 100 miles. Button. Yes. 100 miles. Preparation. Game. Log card. Game. Over. Elevator draws a card. Elevator plays a 50 miles card. Elevator is now at 1,000 miles. Elevator is the winner. Scores full in elevator. 2,900. No million. 2250. Next round in 15 seconds. Green light. Button. Round number 3. Action. Log card. End of speed limit. Red light. Speed limit. Green light. Button. Speed. Red light. Button. Display speed limit. Log card. Green light. End of speed limit. Button. Display a green light card. A action. Log. 100 miles. End of speed limit. Button. Display. Log. 200 miles. End of. Green light. 100. Spare tire. Green light. Game. Spare tire. Button. You play a green light card. It's elevator's turn. Elevator drop. 200 miles. Game. Over. Log. Extra tank. Button. Game. Log. 25 miles. 200 miles. Game. Log card. 100 miles. 200. Yes. Button. Are you sure? 200 miles. Button. Double tap to act. 100. 200. Red light. Green light. 100 miles. Spare tire. Game. Edit. Green. Red. 200. 100. Game. Action. Game. 100. 200 miles. End of speed limit. Red light. End of. 200. Draw a card. Elevator draws a card. Preparation. 100 miles. 200. 100 miles. Button. You play a 200 miles card. You are now at 300. Action. Draw. Right away. Preparation. Right away. Game. Draw. 25 miles. 100 miles. Preparation. Button. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 420. Game. Draw. 50 miles. 20. Red light. Green light. 100 miles. Spare. 100. Spare tire. 100 miles. Button. You play a spare tire card. End of speed limit. 25 miles. Red light. Button. Preparation. Button. You play a red light card against help. Action. Lock. Gas. Button. 25 miles. Preparation. Green light. 100 miles. Green light. Button. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 520. Lock. 75 miles. Gas. Log card. Elevator log card. Button. Elevator draws a card. Out 100 miles. Gas. Button. You play a 100 miles card. Log. Red light. Button. Gas. Button. You play a red light card against elevator. Log. Speed limit. Button. Gas. Button. Log card. Button. Elevator draws a card. Elevator plays a puncture proof card. It's elevator's turn. Spare tire. Gas. End of 50 miles. Button. 20. Preparation. Green light. Game. Green. 25 miles. 50 miles. End of speed limit. Spare Log car. 50 miles. Spare tire. Button. You play a 50 miles car. You are now at 800 miles. Log. Out of gas. Button. Spare tire. Button. You play out of gas car against elevator. It's elevator turn. Elevator block. Lock. Green light. Button. Log car. Spare. Gas. End of speed. 25 miles. Button. End of speed limit. Button. You play at 25 miles. Preparation. End of. Gas. Spare. Green. Gate. Action. Lock. 100 miles. Green light. Log car. 200 miles. Yes. Button. Are you sure you want to jump that car? Double. 200 miles. Green light. Gate. Log car. Log car. 25 miles. Green light. Button. You play at 25 miles car. You are now at 950 miles. End of speed limit. End of speed limit. Green light. Log car. Button. Elevator closet car. Preparation. Button. Green light. Yes. Green light. Preparation. Button. You jump the green light card. It's elevator turn. Log card. 50 miles. Game. Over. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 1,000 miles. You are the winner. Scores Poland elevator. 38.75. No Million. 37.50. Next round in 15 seconds. Out of gas. Button. Round number 4. No Million. Right of. 1. Action. Lock. 25 miles. 75 miles. 100 miles. Right away. 100. 200 miles. 25 miles. Button. You play at 200 miles. Lock. Preparation. Gas. 75. 100 miles. 75 miles. Button. You play 100. Game. Spare tire. 25 miles. Preparation. Gas. But 75. Gas. Game. Over. Action. Log. Preparation. Button. Preparation. 20. Preparation. Gas. Out of gas. Button. Gas. Button. Gas car against elevator. Game. Gas. Game. Action. Lock. Green light. Spare tire. Preparation. Log card. Button. Elevator closet card. Elevator gas. Button. Elevator closet card. Preparation. Preparation. 25 miles. Preparation. Preparation. Green. Game. Actions. Log card. Green light. Button. Yes. Green light. Button. Game. Green. Gas. Button. Yes. No. Green light. Preparation. 20. Preparation. But 20. Preparation. Button. You play at 25 miles card. You are now at 400 miles. Green. Green. Action. Log. Out of gas. Button. Log card. Out of gas. Green light. Log card. Button. Elevator closet card. 50 miles. Green light. Button. You play at 50 miles card. Log card. 100 miles. Green. Gas. Green light. Preparation. Green light. Button. You play a preparation card. It's elevator turn. One. Log. Red light. 100 miles. Green light. Yes. But. Oh. Green light. One. Red light. 100. Red light. Button. You play 100 miles card. You are now at 550 miles. Log. 25 miles. Red light. Button. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 570. Action. Log. Red light. Button. History. Game. History. Yes. Red light. Red light. Log card. Button. Elevator log card. Elevator plays a puncture group card. It's elevator. Driving haste. Button. Red light. Log. 50 miles. Red light. Button. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 625 miles. Log. Gas. Button. Log card. Double tap to activate. Red light. Gas. Log card. Button. History. Game. History. Game. Gas. Green. History. Game. History. Gas. Preparation. History. Gas. Preparation. Gas. Red. Gas. Game. Log card. Button. Double tap to act. Who is playing? But New York Burns. Oh, no, yeah. 625 miles. Right away. Driving ace. Lock. Action. Game. Pass. But red light. But green light. Yes. Green light. Red light. At. Log part. Elevator closet part. 25 miles. Pass. Button. You play at 25 miles part. You are now at 650 miles. It's game. At. Log. Spare tire. Button. Pass. Red light. Pass. But green light. Preparation. Button. Pass. Button. Red light. Yes. Button. Oh. Red light. Pass. Green light. Yes. Green light. But pass. Preparation. Button. Elevator draws apart. Elevator jumps ahead of speed limit. Pass. Red. Pass. Game. Action. Lock. 100 miles. Spare tire. Button. You play 100 miles part. You are now at 750 miles. It's elevator. Game. Lock. Speed limit. But. Spare tire. Button. You play a speed limit part again. Game. Lock. 100 miles. Button. You draw part. Double tap to activate. Spare tire. Button. History. Game. Actions. History. Heading 2. Game. Heading 2. Game. Over. Actions. Heading 2. Actions. Vote. History. Pass. Preparation. History. Heading. History. Game. History. Game. Pass. History. Game. Pass. Button. Pass. Red. History. Game. Actions. Notice. History. Game. Actions. History. Recent apps. YouTube. Oh. Close all. Button. Home. Close. YouTube. Folder closed. Home screen. Red. Refresh. Search. Google. Gallery. Amp. Google. Phone. Internet. App. The front. App. Phone. Google folder. 9 new app. Folder. O. Press group. Home. Home. Progress bar. 70%. Clear room left blind. Settings clear room. 100%. Connecting. Play dot save game. Pass. Button. App. Pass. Game actions. Edit. Log part. Who is playing? Button. New York Bird. No yard. 750 miles. Right away. Driving ace. Game. 1. Spare tire. But 1. Spare tire. Game. Log part. Button. Elevator drop. Red light. But. Yes. Red light. Spare tire. Game. Log part. Button. Double tap to activate. 100 miles. Spare tire. Button. Elevator draws a part. Elevator jumps a spare tire part. It's your turn. You draw a part. You play 100 miles part. You are now at 950 miles. Game. Pass. Button. Spare. Pass. Red. Pass. Preparation. Pass. Button. Yes. Pass. Preparation. Button. Are you sure you want to jump that part? You jump that part. Pass. Spare. Pass. Game. Pass. Lock. Pass. Pass. But. Spare tire. Pass. 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 Log part. End of speed limit. Button. Pass. History. Game. Game. Preparation. Button. Pass. Red light. Pass. Yes. Pass. Red light. Button. History. Elevator. History. Game. Actions. History. Game. Preparation. Red light. Pass. Button. History. Game. Red light. Pass. End of game. Action. History. Game. Pass. End of history. Game. Red. Pass. End. Action. Log. History. Heading 2. History. New York Birds. Log. Actions. Log. 75 miles. Yes. Button. 75. End of speed limit. Log part. Button. 100 miles. 100. End of speed limit. Log part. Green light. Yes. Green light. End of speed limit. History. Game. Preparation. Button. Elevator block. Pass. Log. End of speed limit. Button. Reply card. History. No. History. Edit. His. Use history. History. Cat. Cat. Red. Cast. Cast. Cat. End of game. Action. Log card. Button. Double tap to activate. Use your current state. No log. 950 miles. Right away. Driving ace. Red light. Pass. Red light. Yes. Red light. Pass. Log card. Button. Green light. Button. Yes. No. Green. End of. Pass. Button. Operation. Button. Pass. Button. Pass. Yes. Button. Are you sure? Pass. End of speed. Log. Green light. Button. Elevator. Green light. Button. Are you sure? Log card. Button. Red light. Button. Green light. Button. Clear red light card against. Log card. Operation. Button. Green light. End of speed limit. Pass. End of speed limit. Log card. Green light. Button. Elevator closet card. Green light. Operation. Button. You sure you want to jump that card? You jump the green light card. It's elevator's turn. Speed limit. Operation. Button. You play a speed limit card against elevator. Charging stop battery level 10%. Battery power 10%. Charge your device or tap here to turn on power saving mode. Elevator closet card. Elevator plays a 50. Charging. Game. Over. Game. Log card. New general. Log card. Green light. Button. Log card. Green light. Operation. Log card. Button. Elevator closet card. 25 miles. Green. End of. Operation. Button. Game. Setting. End of. Green light. End of speed limit. Green light. Button. You sure you want to jump that card? You jump it. 50 miles. Button. Log. Yes. Button. Use. 20. Operation. Green light. End of speed. Pass. Operation. Game. End of speed limit. Green light. Button. Yes. Green light. Operation. Button. You sure you want to jump that card? You jump the green light card. Spare tire. Button. 50 miles. Button. You play a spare tire card. Celsius 111 has just.
Yan talaga siya.
Terminix front face. Recent apps. Pose. Button. YouTube. Pose. Home. Pose. Button. YouTube.
Sa makakapanood nito. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching.
Pose. Button.
Salamat sa panonood.
Change the default notification. Ask. YouTube. Library. Button. Subscriptions. Create. Button. YouTube. Pose. Button. Upload a video. No live. Button. YouTube. Title. End.